I just got this guy's phone number, and I don't know what to say. What should I say?
Wait, Bret, you're gay? Thought you were dating Lauren.
Yeah? Hello, Blue. My name is Jacques. I'm gay, just like you. Okay.
Wait a minute, Bret. You're Jacques? It's kind of gay if you think about it.
No.
Hi! My name is Liberty.
I'm Josh.
And I am Dawson Royce.
I'm Bret Williams.
I'm Lauren.
And today we will be reviewing Love, Simon. This movie is essentially a coming-of-age movie. It's pretty similar to most coming-of-age movies, but this one, he's gay.
Comment below which people you think are gay in this
Oh my god.
I was really excited to go in this movie because I really like movies of this style, of this genre. I really didn't think it disappointed at all. I really had a fun time in this movie. It really reminded me of the movies that I used to watch, like The Breakfast Club.
It likes to focus on the plot and the characters. It really does work well with that.
See, I think this movie has some serious issues that we'll get into with spoilers, but it's all standing on such a great foundation. I can't dislike the movie as a whole. I just love watching these characters. I've seen this movie 3 times. I noticed little things about the characters every time that further developed them. Abby was my favorite character.
Who?
Abby.
Oh, I love her.
I loved her. I loved the actress as well. There are so many group scenes in this movie, but I always found myself watching her. She always knows how to fill little moments. She was always doing something. And I think that made her believable as this great girl next door character.
I think that this movie has a real feel-good quality as you walk out of the movie. A lot of people, whenever I went to see it, were like, oh my gosh, that's the greatest movie I've ever seen. Yeah. But sometimes you just kind of need to step back for a second.
I think you need to keep in mind going into this movie that it isn't really original. If this was only a high school coming-of-age movie ever made, it would be original. But because there are other movies that have done stuff similar to this, you kind of know what to expect, I guess.
What makes this movie stand out, though, is that even though it does have those cliches in it, it's more realistic than just the whole cliche, and it actually focuses on real issues that kids have, instead of portraying a gay person as just, oh, the straight white girl's best friend who's gonna dress nice and wear cute clothes with it. It actually goes into those details, and it goes into a lot more of what kids are feeling instead of just another high school movie.
We can go into spoilers now, right?
Okay. The scene where Simon comes out to Abby is perfect.
Yes.
It may be my favorite scene from any movie this year so far.
And it's so accurate too, because I've had some of my friends come out to me and it's felt the same exact way. Obviously I wouldn't know what it's like on the other end.
Now they know it's not her.
What if it is?
But
I like the parents a lot. I thought it was funny because they made it the cheerleader and the football player to make it a cliche family. But I really did like it when he came out and when his dad was supporting him. It was uncomfy.
Hey, Dad.
What?
I need to talk to you real quick.
Oh, sure, you can tell me anything. Is it about that slideshow we're working on for your mom?
No, this is serious.
Well, what is it? Come on, you can tell me anything, Junior.
I'm gay. I'm gay.
I never thought you'd tell me. I love you so much.
So you knew I was gay this whole time?
I've known this whole time. I don't know. I never thought you'd say it.
Dad,
Dad,
you're embarrassing
me. This means so much to me.
Dad, stop.
Oh, we're just gonna be so much closer.
You're
than we ever were before.
embarrassing me,
I love
Dad!
you.
Yeah, I guess we can get into the whole Blue situation and how it happens.
Whenever Martin posted the emails between Blue and Simon, his friends were like, wait a second. something else was going on here. And so they find out that Simon was being blackmailed by Martin and that he like arranged relationships with like lies and stuff. Right after Simon was exposed for being gay, that's when his friends decided to leave him.
And while leaving him was valid because what he did was wrong, they should have been there for him because literally no one else was.
That's such a bigger deal. Coming out like unintentionally is probably like just the most uncomfortable thing that could happen, and the fact that they weren't there for him just pissed me off because they're his friends. And even though he did mess up a little bit and like make them upset, you should still be there for him because that's a big deal.
And they never apologized.
Yeah.
Which makes me think the movie is on their side. And the thing is, I read the book after this. That's not in the book. There's a scene between Simon and Abby. She's like, yeah, I just really think you should know that that's not a cool thing to do, to mess with other people. And then she leaves, and then like the very next scene, she apologizes to him. That's it.
So that's really frustrating because this movie didn't go with the book, and that's such a huge thing.
The book is better because like all of the problems with the movie aren't in it, and I never say that. I always like the movie more.
Books I feel like will always be better than the movie in my opinion.
Can I say my final problem with it? So the very end of this movie, Simon posts this thing on Craig Secrets. He's gonna sit on this Ferris wheel for the entire fair and wait for Blue to show up. There's a big group of people that come and watch.
The entire school.
Blue shows up, it's revealed who he is, everyone's happy, and then him and Simon finally kiss, and then it's a great, happy, cheerful ending.
But effectively, he just did the exact same thing that Martin did to him.
Yes.
Blue said, I'm not ready to come out yet. I'm sorry. And was so scared to come out.
Yeah.
He blocked him out completely from his life because he just was not ready.
You can view what Simon did as a big romantic gesture, but I personally view it as peer pressuring Blue out of the closet. I'm genuinely afraid that someone is going to see the movie and think that's a good idea.
As much as people would have liked, it would be more realistic if they had more of a heart-to-heart moment and they got together. They needed a big cinema ending. They were putting a lot of different messages in it, and they were all just sort of conflicting in there. It just made it really complicated.
I think it would have been more personal to the audience that they were trying to reach if they would have had a moment with just the two of them that was a lot more meaningful and they talked things through. Not a lot of people who have been closeted their whole life are going to want to have a big moment. They could have still made it a big movie ending, but not in the same way.
Yeah.
Should we go to final verdict?
Yeah, let's do that.
I really enjoyed it the first time I watched it. I think it really makes you feel good if you don't analyze everything. It's a great movie that showcases pretty well a lot of people's struggles just in high school and sexuality and everything. But there are some flaws in it. I'm going to give it a 7.5.
After I saw this movie, I only saw it once in the theater. I thought it was great. I think it's interesting to see people's different perspectives on this movie, especially like people who are actually gay, because I'm not gay and I don't really know how it feels, but I could really get behind what happened because of the things that I've been told and kind of like what Josh has talked about. It's really made me think about this movie, and I really liked it at first. It's just my problem with this. Movies these days are so simple. They have higher budgets and they can make cooler special effects. Like movies back in the day, like Singing in the Rain or Grease. Like I love movies like that. And it's just, it took so much more work to make movies back in the day as opposed to now, I guess. I give this movie a 6.
So I thought this movie did really well. However, I think like Josh said, it had a good foundation. I really appreciate that the little things that they put into the movie, especially like characterization and things along that line. Little things placed that you have to like find, like the pendant that the principal wears that's rainbow flag. I'm going to give this movie also a 6 because I think they focused on the little things like characterization and things along that line, but there were those larger things like the Ferris wheel and the friends and things along that line that they may have kind of looked at as, okay, we've got that, keep going.
I do have some serious moral issues with this movie, things that I don't personally agree with. But after having watched it multiple times, I've grown to somewhat look past those things because the movie is so incredibly watchable. It's so much fun. Like all of you guys have said, the little details that they put into it. It's just such a great teenage movie on its own. It's so cute. It's fun. I'm very happy it exists. I'm happy for what it means to people like me in the LGBTQ community. Although I do have to say that there are some ideas that I'm worried that it could place into kids' heads that could be misinterpreted. I'll give it a 7 though.
I really enjoyed it. And yes, the issues weren't small, they were pretty big. Although what I go through is not as bad as it would be for a gay man, I do get to relate to it in certain ways. And this is a milestone, and it really gives us hope on what we can get in the future if we all work together. All in all, I think I'll give it a 7 as well.
So, the final verdict is a 6.7, which is a lot lower than it was when we first saw the movie.
Like I said, it's a feel-good movie.
I'm glad I had
Everyone was walking out and they were like, 10, 10.
And I went 6. And I went, what?
So what did you think about Love, Simon? Did you like it? Did you hate it? Comment and let us know. And do not forget to subscribe to High School Film Nerds.
Peace out!
That was so low energy.
Peace out! Peace out! Wait, stop the ride.
Blue? Is it you?
Yeah, it's me.
I didn't think you'd come.
Well, I saw your post and I
Yeah?
thought about it.
You guys have to kiss now.
We have to.
We really have to kiss.
Yeah, that's how the scene goes, guys.
We're not actually.
No, guys, you have to
Say
kiss.
cut.
You guys have to kiss.
I can't.
I'm not gay! Just cut it!
Josh, why didn't you do this scene?
You guys wanted to play the gay characters. You have to kiss. That's how it works.
I'm sorry.
Dude.
Want to be a good actor!
Mom, I'm sorry.
Hi, I'm gay.
I'm half a gay.
Click here to subscribe.
And click here for some more glorious content.
Bye.
Bye.
See ya.